Yes, sir. Hey, Bob, how you doing, man?
Good. How are you? It's good to be here, man. Thanks for having me.
I appreciate you coming on. And, folks, Bob has been in the markets for years, but I'll let him explain that to you. He also specializes in the Nadex platform. Now, you talk about a volatile market and some defined risk, huh?
Yeah, it's one of the things we got involved with Nadex. I wasn't really too keen on binaries when they first started, and
Yes.
the main reason that they got exciting to me was when we finally had a regulated option, right?
Oh, yes.
I mean, you're very aware of some of the crap that went on in the Forex markets, and I remember one of the worst things that I had to deal with early on was people asking me if Forex was a scam, and I kept having to explain to them that Forex is a market.
Yes.
Forex is not where the scam is. And Nadex binaries have kind of taken the sort of stigma off of binaries and given you like a real, legal, regulated place to trade what happens to be, in my opinion, one of the best products out there for new or novice traders with that regulated risk you mentioned.
And, you just brought up the Forex market. So you like trading the binaries in the currency markets. Is that correct?
Yes, especially in the U.S. I mean, one of the things that Dodd-Frank did was it took away the ability for the retail customer, the regular trader sitting in his house like I am, to get to FX options. Well, now we've got FX options. You've got 10 pairs on the binaries, 8 pairs on the spreads at Nadex. So it's given me an opportunity to participate in options on Forex, which I haven't been able to do, again, thanks to Dodd-Frank.
Yes. You know what is intriguing, Bob? Well, here, first off, can you give us a little of your background, please?
Yeah, it's a long story, buddy. I don't know how much time we have.
It's a beautiful background, folks. You're going to recognize this guy. I got hooked up with Bob, and I had listened to him many times, whether it's on CNBC or Bloomberg, and I wasn't kidding. I always liked you, man, on the air. Do you know what I mean?
Well, I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. So essentially for me, I've been doing this for about 24 years. I started off on the trading floor down at the CME. I've been in almost every pit they had to offer between the CME and the CBOT. That's actually my old badge up on the wall. A little bit of narcissism for you.
I like it.
So at one point, back in 1999, CNBC came down to the trading floor and asked for about 5 traders that could put a sentence together.
Okay.
There wasn't that many of us back then who could put a sentence together.
That's pretty funny.
I was one of the 5 they picked to do interviews, and I've been doing it's about 15, 20 a month for the last, say, 16 years or so that I've been doing. So I'm a guest analyst on CNBC, on Bloomberg, on BNN in Canada, on Stock Voice in Tokyo, Phoenix TV in China, Sky News in Australia. So I've done a lot of these individual guest spots. So a lot of my background has been on general market knowledge. And like you mentioned, I got hooked up with Nadex recently, and I've been trying to push most of my public efforts in that direction.
Like today, it's really nice when we have highly volatile markets for whether you're a bull or a bear, for traders in general. And I was talking with another trader a little bit earlier, and it was intriguing because I like trading the NQs, and I trade the NQs and the futures and the Nadex product. And what he was bringing up, which was pretty cool, is that when you have swings like we had today, it's really intriguing that you can actually hedge using the spreads and the Nadex product versus the futures, which is pretty cool, man.
Yeah, the spreads especially. I mean, they're a really, really good hedging product. Sometimes with the binaries, you get capped off on your hedge because of the yes or no bet nature of the binaries. But with the spreads especially, you can hedge stuff off. And really, the only time I use the futures now, and I hate to say this because that's my background,
yes,
is if I have a binary position, a spread position, that I want to kind of hedge off in a mini. I'll actually use the futures there, but otherwise a lot of my main trades go on in the spreads and the outright binaries at Nadex.
Right. And of course the volatility inside the currency markets have been phenomenal, right?
Yeah, it's been phenomenal. I wrote a post on Nadex the other day I'd encourage you all to read, is that if you have occasional bouts of insomnia like I do, 2 a.m. to 7 a.m. in the currencies is beautiful. I mean, some of the moves are so exaggerated because the London traders come in off of the low volatility of the Tokyo markets, and they spike that stuff in directions that don't happen once the New York traders get back in, and it's sort of both markets trading simultaneously. It's about a 3-hour overlap, as you know, between London and New York, and that's when things start to slow down, when London closes. So if you have individual bouts of insomnia, or you have a day job, and you just want to make trading sort of an income augmenter, or you want to slowly move into getting rid of your day jobs, those Forex binaries and Forex spreads from that 1 in the morning, 2 in the morning till about 6 a.m. is a great place to start.
Nice. Now, tell us, you know, your website is pathtradingpartners.com. So what do you do over at your website?
Well, we do a couple of things, right? We have a philosophy of trading in general. So I've been a fund of funds manager. I've been a trader on the trading floor. I've been in an investment committee. I've worked at banks. So we believe that you have to have a strategy in place with which to implement your opinion on the market. So we actually teach strategies where you can look at a chart, figure out not only the direction it's going to go in. One of the good things about binaries is it's yes or no, right?
Yes.
But the best possible scenario is, let's take crude oil. Right now it's trading below 35.
Right.
If you think for some reason, which I don't, it's going to pop up above 35, let's say you have a technical pattern or a price action pattern that tells you it's going to get to 36.
Yes.
Well, then I'll look at a 34.5 or a 35 binary to make sure that it just clears it. So we teach a lot of those strategies. We teach actual price action strategies, and then we teach them how to apply to binaries, and then we teach how to apply them to spreads as well. And we actually get involved with the Greeks to a certain degree as well to try and give people a background of why price is moving the way it's moving.
Because that's crucial, because the Nadex product, it is an option product. So it's really cool understanding the strategy and then understanding the time, folks. The time, the premium is a big deal. And which is really cool, of course, with the Nadex product is that you're not waiting a week.
You know what I love about this stuff, Tom? And I'm not just, I sound like a shill right now, but it's the truth. A person can actually get the base knowledge, the novice knowledge of options by trading at Nadex.
Yes.
And that can actually advance you into equity options, into futures options, where you otherwise couldn't make that jump. Because the stuff gets so complicated when you try and learn options from scratch.
Yes.
But really, you don't necessarily have to worry about rho, because rho is the sensitivity of options to interest rates. And since Nadex is daily, as you know, you're not going to have any sensitivity to interest rates. So you can just get a hold of delta, theta, and gamma and just learn those three things. And it can actually springboard you into other options trading if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, it's absolutely fabulous. Well, listen, it's a pleasure having you on. We're going to have you on quite a bit, and we really appreciate all the feedback. The website, folks, is pathtradingpartners.com. Hey, Bob, you have a great one. Have a safe one, and look forward to speaking to you again.
You too, Tommy. Thanks again. Take care, everybody.
Thanks, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one. You stay right there, folks. We're going to be coming right back. That website now is pathtradingpartners.com. And, folks, on this Nadex product, you absolutely want to get your head wrapped around how these contracts work. You can go over to nadex.com. You can go to TFNN. You can hit the Nadex banner. You can test drive this absolutely free. You can bring up the account. They'll put $25,000 paper money into your account. Don't forget, Daryl Mott, my son Tom, myself, we do a Nadex program, Bull Binary Option Hour, every Monday, every Friday, 10 to 11 Eastern Standard Time, right here in the morning. You stay right there, folks. We'll come right back. Dow finished down 252. NASDAQ off 55. S&P's down 25. We're going to be right back.